Well, hello there, guys. Welcome back for another Draw with Mikey. All right, in today's episode, I'm going to be talking all about I have no idea what. Like, seriously, I don't plan these episodes. I'm not joking about that sort of thing at all. So, if you guys have clicked on this video, basically you've probably seen I've given it a title after I've made it. So, you currently know what the topics are more than me. Actually, no, having said that, I do have a really rough idea. We have come off the back of another tutorial, yes. How to draw a face from lots of different angles. Three. Not really lots, actually, at all. Three different angles. Wasn't that nice? And that was all very fun. And then it really got me into looking at faces in general. And I started scouring the internet. And I think this person might actually be like a relatively famous sort of online artist. So if you recognize this work, do let me know. But I was just Google image searching. Loads of like anime style, noir style characters with like really dark haircuts. Really got into all the black tones that we were doing in the last Draw of Mikey episode for the Berserk armor. And maybe I just need to continue my Sharpie marker addiction that I developed from that episode of really sniffing in pen chemicals. How are you guys doing at home? Really well, I hope. And for those of you who are like new and thinking, what the fuck is going on? This guy's just drawing in the corner of a sketch pad and talking about nonsense. That is the show, everybody. Draw of Mikey. We'll talk about anything. I get to kind of read your comments and see what's going on with you guys at home. So, anyway, I was looking at loads of pictures of this kind of noir stuff online and just really wanted to, personally, just play around with that, basically, for a little bit. Lights and darks. So, what's going on in the world? Well, in my life, hopefully going on a skiing holiday, trying to organise that with my friends. What about you, chaps? Have you got holidays planned for the year? I would love to know about it. I've never actually been skiing in my life. It's not really a kind of brown guy kind of thing to do, but, you know, there's always time to get involved and see what other people are doing in the world. So, as ever, let's take an opportunity to check on your comments. Danny the Guy, god damn it, I missed it again. I'm assuming referring to having maybe missed the opportunity to comment last time. Don't worry, bruv. Comment away. In fact, I'm reorganising off screen your comments into newest first so I can make sure that I've had an opportunity to read everybody's and see just what's going on in the world. Oh yeah, and actually, did have a point of something I was curious about. In the last episode, I asked you guys what like YouTube channels do you guys watch, and a lot of you kind of said, "Oh, we watch Mikey Mega Mega." Yes, it's really cute. Yeah, well done. I know you do. Welcome on over. You know, I really appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. But I want to know like what good channels am I missing? And I came to a realization that it's kind of sad but incredibly true. Like, because I'm 30. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I am 31. Go on, I nearly forgot them. Basically, if you're anywhere aged between, say, like 13 and 26, you immediately have more internet knowledge than I do now. Like, it's just a generation thing. I used to know lots of internet things, and then I'm naturally out of touch. So I started watching the Philip DeFranco show on YouTube. Like, it's a really popular one. It's coming up in my suggestions. Simply because it's a really convenient way to kind of be brought up to speed into all the weird things that are going on in the world that I'm missing out about. And so he started talking about this dude, Sam Pepper. And I'd never heard about him. You guys are probably more than familiar with what's been going on there. But I just had like a really quick few-minute catch-up into the fact that like he was a prank channel guy, but then like he was kind of getting really rapey or something, or groping girls on the streets. And then it turned out that all of his pranks were fake anyway, so no one really cared. And then I just thought, what's the point of a fake prank channel? I don't get it. That's not quite as entertaining. The whole point is like it's cringeworthy in real life, I thought at least. So I was just wondering what your guys' thoughts on that. Like, a prank channel's still really big. I don't really watch for myself. Not because I have anything against them, but I've watched a bit of Grade A Under A. His channel as well is really good, by the way. And he just kind of explained that pretty much all the prank channels over a really long period of time now are, for the most part, really fake. And even like the innocent, kind of fun-looking ones are all kind of marketed and designed and bringing actors and stuff. And it's kind of really saddening stuff. Like, you can't trust anything anymore out there. If you're enjoying something, it's probably based on lies. You're enjoying lies, you fool. The world is not a trustworthy place. So, yeah, and he, like, he's apparently hated online. I have no idea, like, who this guy is or what he's been up to. But, like, yeah, apparently people are not fans of his fake pranking channel style thing, and he's got a lot of bad feedback. Is this all in focus? Yes, it is. So, yeah, I'm just drawing girls, by the way, just random faces. From a whole load of images I've scooped up online. These aren't completely original things, based on stuff that I'm looking at off screen. And yeah, let's grab one of your comments and see how you're doing. Duckman says, "Yo, Mikey, you've been inspiration." Oh, cheers, Duckman. I'm just a guy sitting here doing a bit of sketchbook work, whilst hopefully you guys are cracking on with some work of your own in the background. You know, let's all do art together whilst we chill out on Wednesday. Nice. But oh, Duckman's writing his own manga. Got any tips or opinions? You've not got Duckman's not left a link to like his work or anything. So I have no opinions on your manga whatsoever, seeing as there's no link to it. Like, are you gonna describe it in the comments or something like that, or write it from scratch? Oh wow, a manga that would be fueled totally by YouTube comments, and then or like, what if there's like this manga that was a group project where somebody draws a picture on YouTube or something like that, or maybe Newgrounds? I hear loads of artists should be going there. I've never been. I'm so out of touch. This is what I'm talking about, by the way. Like, I am out of touch. But what if there was like every episode like is a series of image steals, and then it's down to people in the comments to actually write the story or come up with what's going on? Could that work as an idea? I have no idea. Maybe that stuff already exists, in fact. And I've kind of got an idea that. By the way, I didn't mention half the shows that I'm actually watching online. I realised I was kind of half paying attention to my own question and what I was up to. Like, I watch loads and loads of YouTube channels, by the way. There's so many good ones out there. And some of you guys mentioned stuff that I am watching as well. And I was really, really pleased. Because then we're like YouTube viewer buddies when we've got similar things to look at. Oh yeah, and somebody recommended this dude Lost Pause. And I was thinking to myself, oh, that sounds really familiar. And I looked down my subscribe bar and I was just like, oh, I'm not subscribed to him. I've not watched any of these videos, so why have I heard of that? And then it turns out the Lost Pause is in my suggestions bar that's like over on the right somewhere on the page, where it like YouTube suggests related channels that have nothing to do with you, but if people like your content, it might like this other channel as well. And I was like, oh crikey, that's been there for ages and I've never even like clicked open or subbed. And then this guy's like, it seems like a right laugh. He's playing loads of ecchi and adult hentai games. I think he is, at least, so he's kind of muting them out. Wait, not muting them, you know, like blurring out the naughty bits. Pretty sure everyone on this video is now going to check out Lost Pause as a result of that. Oh my god, it sounds so interesting. Just for scientific and research purposes, maybe I should check out that game he's playing as well, Celebi. But yeah, he seems to have a right laugh with it, so I'm now subscribed to that. That was good. So thank you, people, with your suggestions. Did like that. What else is going on? MV Wonderland. Oh shit. Oh man, you can tell I've not sorted this out or read this in advance. It was AMV Wonderland. Turned out to be the very next comment I was looking at on the screen. That's what I was talking about. Cheers for the suggestion, bro. Fearless, thank you for making art drawings and keep it up. I will indeed. Thank you, guys. By the way, like, maybe I say it lots and I forget, or maybe I don't say it enough. Like, thank you very much, all you lovely people. Like, we always kind of say stuff like, oh, keep up the drawing. Like, you're a really good artist, or like, you know, you're improving a lot and we like your videos and we like what you do. And I sort of say cheers and stuff because I read all your comments and obviously reply wherever I can. But in general, just like, thank you very much. It's very kind support, all you lovely people. Like, I know this isn't amazing stuff, but you know, if you like it enough to kind of chill out and join along, then I'm really, really pleased. Oh, warm, feely moments from England, Celebi. But what else? There were some other bits that I thought would probably be worth a mention. Oh yeah, in fact, let's talk about your comments in general, everybody, which you know I love reading and taking a look at. But every now and then, because I've got that YouTube app where I've mentioned this before, you can kind of just, you know, be sitting on a toilet having a poo and then you can reply to somebody's comment without having to go back to your computer. That was all really cool. But even with that, like, I struggle to, I'm always complaining about this, I struggle to find the time. And if I don't, because I'm always reading your comments, man, I absolutely love it. But if I don't, like, reply to a lot of your comments for a few days, especially after a weekend, I'll go back to the computer and I've got, like, just fucking hours and hours of comments to read through and get back to. And what I'm getting with here is that I still bloody love it regardless. I really love knowing what's going on with you guys, getting feedback, recommendations and suggestions as well. Like, I'm really into that. And what it just means is that every now and then, I'll not have replied to loads of comments for absolutely ages. And as a result, it kind of means I've got to rush through it. I'm definitely reading them all, but I might not be writing massive replies. I might just be saying thank you wherever I can, or saving your suggestions accordingly onto a very large document. It gets bigger all the time with your anime suggestions of what you want to see me draw, or other ideas for other things. So basically, yeah, I just want to say I'm always checking out your comments. Don't think I'm not. But every now and then I might not get the opportunity to reply. I might just have to like it and just let everybody know that I'm definitely checking out what they're saying. I just really, really short of time. There we go. That's my bullshit explanation on why I probably haven't replied to comments for a while. I'm so sorry, everybody. At least it's not as rubbish as uploading a video to explain why I've not uploaded videos in a while. That's like the worst YouTube habit you can possibly have. Oh, I've still not uploaded videos, but I'm totally going to do loads of really great videos soon, everybody. Please subscribe to my new channel that I've made on the side, or something like that, Sylvie. But, you know, it's tough on YouTube. You got to do what you can and let people know what's going on. Yeah, let's break up my moments of drawing and check out more comments. Flop says, hiss hiss reptilian brotherhood. You know it, kind sir. When we were talking about channels the other day, did mention that I've started watching, only recently subscribed, so I don't know all his old stuff. Leafy is here, who turns out to be another recommended channel on my thing. I have no idea how YouTube calculate that sort of thing, but turns out a lot of the recommended channels on my channel page, like if you like this, you'll like that, turn out to be really good channels. And I'm kind of touched because it's almost as if YouTube's trying to lump me in with other channels that are really good, although they're actually miles better and really big channels as well. Like these guys are in the millions, Celebi, or the hundreds of thousands for the most part. But yeah, like yeah, if you watch Leafy's here videos, you'll know that Leafy is probably definitely one of the reptilian brotherhood, and the world is flat and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, introduced me to stuff like Mr. Dark Magic 666 and all the shit that went down there. Like, I've got no opinion on that. I don't want to get involved or cursed, but yeah, fucking hilarious stuff going on down there. Okay, so as you can see with here, I'm just kind of playing around with shapes. This girl got completely over-westernized with the shape of her nose, but this one's slightly more feminine and Asiatic as a result. I'm going to black out all the hair, probably in time-lapse and stuff. How are we doing for time? Yeah, we're doing absolutely damn fine. And I hope, as a result, guys, you guys are all doing fine at home with your own artwork. Obviously, apparently I do this every episode, so I thought I'd fit one in. Get yourself a cup of tea. That's what that noise is in the background. Ravenclaw Tom, any chance of a xenomorph drawing? I should actually do that one day, but not like a sexy xenomorph, because there's no such thing. They're disgusting, and I've heard there is a Rule 34 in relation to... Oh yeah, xenomorph, everybody, is the H.R. Geiger designed alien from the Aliens films, you know, with a mouthy sort of thing. Oh, and that's just reminded me as well, actually. I'm going to, I think, re-edit and re-upload my Alien compilation, maybe with subtitles, or just make it a little bit snappier and entertaining, because I really loved the screams and scares of that, and seeing as the channel's growing, we get more and more subscribers every day. Oh my god, we hit 20,000 subscribers a while ago. I bloody love you guys, you're amazing. Completely forgot about that, Jesus. So yeah, that was freaking awesome. You guys are absolutely blowing my mind getting on board. Hi, welcome. So yeah, maybe I should do a xenomorph one day, but I heard there's a Rule 34 on xenomorphs and aliens as well, which just sounds like the creepiest kind of adult entertainment available on the internet. But I know the internet can do much worse because, you know, it is the internet. Daniel Lee says, hey, MMM. Yes, some of you guys call me that now. That's okay, fine, cool. Cheers, bruv. I guess it's easier. Or Triple M, like Triple H? Maybe I could be a wrestler, but one who draws and doesn't wrestle. So maybe not a wrestler at all. That's what I'm saying. Definitely. Okay, Triple M, what you saying, bruv? Daniel Lee? Want to get into drawing a lot more on like courses and stuff and what I did. Know any awesome sources of knowledge injection other than yourself? Thank you, kind sir. That takes you back to the basics. You know, I think just get used to searching, man. I don't know how to say it. Like, when people say, do you recommend other channels in terms of how to draw? Yeah, I recommend as many as you've possibly got the time for. Simple as that. Obviously, there's a big names like Draw with Jazza. Ed's channel's thoroughly entertaining as well. And Mark Crilly, he's like the daddy of drawing tutorials on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. But basically, keep up the variation. See how I draw stuff or what I've got to say about drawing. And then sort of take maybe some of it on board. Go see how somebody else does it in their own completely different style. What rules are they bringing to the game? What are they trying to tell you about their technique? The only way you're going to find yours is by studying loads of others. And I guess eventually you're going to find bits that stick and work for you. Like, I might give an idea or how to do something that doesn't work for you. Somebody else will give a completely different idea and it goes for it. So do I have anyone in particular in mind? Not particularly, although the Draw with Jazz has done some very good videos about attitudes towards drawing and what to draw and things like that. So definitely worth checking out his videos. He's actually got very valuable content, I'd say. But outside of that, I'd say anyone who uploads a drawing video and you like the image that they've managed to produce, then yeah, sit down and watch that video for a minute or two and see how they've produced it or what they've got to say about technique or their own personal experience, and it will kind of help you with yours. All right, kind of prattled on for ages and really messed up this face. I don't know what I'm doing with this one massively. Alan Rickett looks great. Not sure how you see it. Oh yeah, so like last episode I did a, can I even, basically I've got to take the whole thing out of shot because loads of pages in the sketchbook. We did this last episode, I hope you remember. Loads of pages in this sketchbook have stuff that I'm working on private projects. So I have to like, I can't just flick the pages open on camera because then people will be like, oh, breach of contract or something like that. Who knows? Anyway, back to this. Is it in shot? Hi, of course it is. Vibe Nation X. If you want to watch the anime that's gory and might creep you out, check out Higurashi, When They Cry, and Corpse Party. Oh, they all sound like incredibly grim things to watch. Yeah. Just talking about recommendations on anime and what are you guys up to in the last episode. Pretty much a staple of what we might tend to discuss in this series. So thanks for those suggestions. Thanks. But yeah, when I did that Guts Berserk armor picture, in the time lapse, I coloured it in with loads of Sharpie marker, and the second you do this, there is a definite smell in the room. And if you do this, oh man, that's some good shit. Like, there's some powerful chemicals going on in there. So it turns out I might have a Sharpie marker addiction. And as a result, that's why I'm doing all these like anime noir characters with loads of black hair. Because it means when we time lapse, you'll hear that like weird funky music that I've slightly adopted for this series. And I'll just be getting high as a motherfucking kite. Tripping balls. And why not? Everyone needs a midweek hobby. You have a long day at work? Maybe just solvent abuse is the answer, everybody. Or if you're really into like losing weight for spring and summer, try putting your fingers down your throat. That does magical things. Brings back all your old memories and all your old lunch and dinner. And you lose weight magically. So if any of you do actually think I'm being serious and construe this into me saying that eating problems are a great way to lose weight, well, yeah, they are. They're a bloody great way, and I think everybody should be doing it. Every young impressionable child should definitely give that a go, despite common sense. What else are you saying, you people at home? Jano Bobon, or Jano Bubon? Anyway, I have a suggestion. What about a really long video on creating a character from beginning to end with a little bit of all of your other tutorials mixed into it? And then you can use her as your poster girl. Love you, Mikey. Love you too, Jano. Cheers. Yeah, you know what? I've done a few longer tutorials in general, like how to draw a character and maybe split them into 3-part videos. So I did a 3-part maid character based on a Hotengeki reference, like another slightly adultish anime artist. And that went down a treat. And it was really long and it took ages. So, like, I've got that stuff out there, but yeah, you just kind of have to have a little look around for it in my older tutorials. And then I did another one much more recently of a digital version as well, where we did the what's-her-face from Kill La Kill. You know the girl, the one from that anime where I've only seen half of one episode, but I know she's really popular. And I will watch Kill La Kill eventually. It's just all about finding the time, which, if you haven't noticed by now, I like to complain about a lot. And that's just going to happen as you get older, kids. Like, life goes quickly after a while. And then one day I'll just be telling you that I'm old. I'm 87, you know. Oh, don't old people, don't they just bloody love telling you how old they are? I've noticed this only recently, but like, old people really fucking vibe, like, telling you their age. And I love old people, so good on them. Like, even the doddering ones. Like, old people are like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if you're old, I'm not, what's the term? I'm not fucking pandering to you at all. I'm not like treating you like you're no longer human or anything like that. But in general, like, old people are like just totally chilled out. They know what they like and they'll do their own thing and they just don't give a fuck anymore. Do you know what I mean? I don't like talking to old people. They'll just tell you how it is sometimes. It's fucking hilarious. Just like very young children. Like, you know what? Everyone should spend a little bit of time with... I've just realised how awful this can sound. Everyone should spend a little bit of time with very young children. Unless, of course, you're like a pedophile or you've gone to jail for violent sexual assault. Then you should stay away from kids. But I mean, like, in your day-to-day sort of thing, like when you spend time with kids and they just like they're magical and they think the world's a fucking amazing place. And if they see something, they'll call it how it is. Like they've got no filters. And old people are like that as well. They just no longer give a fuck. So if they think something's bullshit, they will just say it straight away. And obviously, what I've just done there is very, very badly generalised all old people. Obviously, just like any other group of people, some of them are better than others and some of them are idiots. Just like people from any country. In fact, that takes me neatly on as a completely weird segue to you guys must be aware that like a load of people found a baby dolphin. This is like really old news now. And then they all got a load of selfies with the dolphin somewhere in South America, Argentina maybe. And the dolphin died and it was all really sad. And everyone goes, oh my God, this is classic what people are. And you know what? That is classic people. And it happened in Argentina or wherever, sure. But I like to think, and I don't like to think, but this is my opinion, is that if that dolphin had swum to shore on any crowded resort beach in any country in the world, I think that in most cases that dolphin would have ended up dead in a similar way. Not because I just think people are awful. I just think it doesn't matter what country you go to, there are going to be some fucking idiots in that country. It's just how it is. Like, if you take any place, no matter how cool you think, like, say I just say, like, I bloody love Japan, because I think it's really cool with the culture and the history and the technology and stuff. That doesn't mean I think everyone from Japan's cool, or everyone should fit an idealised state. There will be just as many assholes and idiots there as there are in the UK or the States. And I'm not calling everybody an arsehole, by the way. I'm just trying to get a point across. Most people are awesome. But you know what I mean. Poor dolphin is basically what I'm getting at. Anyway, so yeah, that happened. This is not even like an up-to-date series, guys. I just talk about what I remember. And this is why I watch things like Philip DeFranco, so you can let me know what you hip kids are trending and have topics and, oh my God, I don't know, weird words, marketing stuff. So let's just, I want this haircut to be wild, by the way, and all over the place, and maybe a little bit rough and a little bit in the wind. So I'm just trying to get some good curve lines to indicate where all of this is going to be. Probably going to grab out the white gel pen at some point for this. If I black this all out, I might then gel pen back into this image. Something like that. We'll see how it goes in just a moment. And back to El Comento's friends, X-Town X-Hero. Right after I bought the first Mikey Mega Mega Classic time-lapse album. Oh, yeah, see you guys. If you're newer to the channel, because I'm getting like, maybe like 100 subscribers a day at the moment. That's actually blowing my mind. If you guys are new to the channel, then you might not be aware that I released a mixtape album a while ago of time-lapse songs. Yeah, that's totally not a complete and utter lie whatsoever. That's 100% legit. And yeah, basically, no, just a lot of my tutorials often have some really odd singing in there or time lapses, and some people love them and some people don't, but it's becoming like a bit of a habit. Every now and then, I'll sneak out a new track. You know how it is. Got to keep the fans wanting more, everybody. That's right. Sweet mega mix. Mikey Mega Mega, 5 hours of non-stop Mikey singing to himself about anime or drawing tutorials. Who knows? It could happen one day. And if it does, then, I don't know, kill me, basically. If I'm genuinely releasing an album, please don't kill me. Like, I probably want to do it if I'm reaching a point in my life where that's happening, but I do not legitimately see that happening whatsoever. Evan Adams says, some nice channels I watch whilst I draw are The Odd One Scout comic. Oh, that's not it. The Odd Ones Out comic. Okay, cool. I've never heard of him. Zed Manga Car 89. I actually watch a ton of Filthy Frank whilst I draw too. I don't know, it's just good to hear in the background for some reason. Evan Adams. I will have to look up all of those suggestions, basically. It sounds really intriguing. Cool. Kevin Rodriguez says, that's a very interesting texture you put on the sword. On the Berserk sword in the other image. I won't show that picture again. How do you do it, he asks. Basically, it was a lot of uneven blocks of cross-hatching. Really lightly, in different kind of shapes and squares and blocks. So give that a go, you darling thing. I'm sure you'll find yourself texturing the non-bladed elements of swords in no time as a result. What am I doing here? Just trying to give that eye some meaning, some depth, some darkness. Aaron Grang? I might not be pronouncing that correctly. Started paying attention when you... Oh, yeah. I shouted hey a lot in the last episode. It happened. Get over it. Hey, you at home. Hi. How do you feel about the new Berserk anime or the fact that manga's being delayed again? Oh, man, like... Oh yeah, it just takes ages for him to release manga episodes. I'm getting used to it simply because I'm a massive Hunter x Hunter fan. So if you're really into Hunter x Hunter, or you have any idea what I'm talking about, you'll know that like those issues that just does not come out anymore. Like it's technically still running, but you have to wait a very long time to get another just chapter so you can just feed your Hunter x Hunter addiction because it's just been so good. Oh, what I've been doing as well, by the way, is you'll notice I'm not trying to framework these faces. I'm just trying to have a go at kind of guessing and placing features on characters here. So we'll see how well that does or doesn't work out for a few more, like so. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's turn this into an actual eye. And oh yeah, then Hotaru One Able goes into a long rant about teaching me why I need to be watching Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night in the correct particular order. And I thank you for that feedback because you make a lot of very good points about it in there. And then I watched a Glass Reflections review about Unlimited Blade Works, and Okada in there also makes a very big point about you should not be starting with Unlimited Blade Works. No matter how much fun and beauty it is, it's not the appropriate way to start the series. So basically, I did it wrong. There you go, everybody. Thank you for your feedback, though. Bloody love good anime suggestions. Is anybody watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I've never heard of this before. And then I realised that I actually can't tell if it's taking a piss out of itself or it means everything it is. Like, you just got to watch like the first series, like the really original. Well, it's not really old, but like the first series with Dio Brando, where he first like gets into the household and then puts on the mask. It's just incredible. It's very Fist of the North Starry, but I'm sure they're almost trolling themselves with like how absurd some of it is. But I don't know, I can't get my head around it. It's really good though. It's really intriguing at least. Although afterwards, I think the later series, like they go into some stuff where like everybody summons their own power character or something like that, which just doesn't quite meet into everything you learn about how their powers work in the first series at all. What are they even called? Oh, it's called. Oh, damn it! I can't remember. The guy's he always calls his special powers like overdrive, like sunlight or yellow overdrive. It's a lot of fun. Oh my god! Whilst I've been talking, I've just realised how collapsed and disgusting this alien chin face is going on. Don't worry, we'll do something about it in just a moment. Oh man, there's so many comments from the last episode. Bloody love you guys, but tough to fit in. What pen are you using? Good question, sir. From Maxi, I should say. Can you see that? It's a Uniball fine liner pen. Basically, not the cheapest pens in the world, but like they're still disposable. You just buy them from a pack. They're not the most expensive either. A good middle point, I like to think, for sketching. And the reason I use this actually, as opposed to pencil, is twofold. One, if I was using a pencil right here and right now, it's going to take a lot more work for my line work to be visible through the camera phone. So I do it partly so that it shows up, but I do it also because when I was first getting into art when I was younger, back when I was taking like GCSEs and stuff, I used to use a pencil all the time, and I would barely mark the page. Like I had a real problem committing to lines. And what I did as a result of that, once I became like very aware of it, is that I started working in pen. I mean, I love pencil, absolutely. But I started working in pen because it taught me to not treat everything as precious, and that I'm going to make mistakes and I'm going to do really rough lines. And the second you start marking in pen, it's immediately down, it's inked on paper. You're not really going to do it straight away for your fine work. I'm still going to make sure that I've got an image correct before I commit it. But it really just forces you out of the bad habits of being really overly precious and scared to mark the page. And then once you've got a pen, you realise, actually, I'm going to mark a sheet of paper. I might not make some perfect art with it, but I'm going to dive on and I'm going to continue the idea. Just like this. Really horrible, tiny chin. But I'm not going to walk away from it. I'm just going to kind of draw out where the tin probably should be or where I'd prefer it to be. Crack on, because I've got some ideas to get down on paper. Or at least in this example, I simply want to try out some existing images that I've seen online. Just have a play around with them. Like so. Although doing it whilst talking means that seriously, if I when you see in the time lapse or like I make a tutorial where I really actually think about what we're going to discuss, my drawing's like okay, and then when I try to talk at the same time, my drawing skill goes down by like easily 1/3. I just can't manage to quite remember how to do anything correctly. So let's get this all up here. This is a weird hand. I don't even know why I've included this hand. It's horrible. What I should have been talking about is this lovely fringe line and all this bob hair that's coming in and round like this, and also in and round like this as well. And then like creating this whole bob shape depending on what angle we're looking at it. And then kind of like along here, it's got loads of actually individual hairs as it goes in. Really not sure how I'm going to black out this particular one. Might have to just use a white gel pen a lot to express some ideas or some part of this. Let's give this character a hoosive cute play. Lovely. And we'll fit a little something down in here. Why the deuce not? Why not indeed? More comments. I haven't drunk any of this tea, but this cup's mostly empty, so it's kind of sad. Sheepster, NS Sheepster. Bloody hell, I can't read any of your names. I love Berserk and Claymore. Well done, but I can't stand the excess of blood in the anime, so I just read them. Claymore had a wonderful ending tune. I've not read or watched any Claymore. I'm vaguely aware it's a girl in a knights and armor sort of thing. She might be half demon. Also the armor's odd completeness, I guess, lack of scenes. Oh wait, oh actually, this NS Sheepster, you've written a whole load of stuff I've not checked on. Okay. Oh, the armor's odd completeness, lack of seams. It's supposed to be the armor of itself lives, a magically made parasitic creature. Really, that's why it takes over or tries to alter to fit the wearer. Similar to the symbiote in Spider-Man. Okay, so seamless cut, but almost out of time. So what I was just saying is, yeah, that's an excellent comparison of the armor in Berserk actually to the symbiote from Spider-Man. But it lives off you and your vibe and your energy, and then obviously just amplifies your characteristics, which is why it goes all weird and lone wolfy for Berserk, and it was like King's armor for the previous Skull Knight, who's himself incredibly intriguing character. We are running out of time on this, so I'm gonna like just dive on more with your comments. More requests, how to draw swords and stuff like that. Yes, I know. Well done. Kaido Gaban, I watch Mikey Mega Mega. Cheers, son. Z Slayer Mazamune says, draw one of my 5 favourite characters. Oh, you must be referring to either the Guts Berserk armor or you're talking about the Akamega kill. One or the other, thank you very much. Boobs through shirts tutorials. You bloody love that sort of stuff. Ellie Armstrong still wants me to draw your suggestion. Don't worry, it's on the list. Literally, I have a massive list of all your suggestions. I note it every time I sit down and read and reply to your comments. Good fan service, you like that sort of stuff. Where did I learn to read Japanese? Asks AV Anang. I have lots of Japanese books, how to learn. I took a bit of Japanese on the side before I went to uni, and then I took a Japanese course at university as well. Now I've subsequently forgotten most, if not all of it, and then get like a Japanese book every now and then or a kanji book and force myself to relearn it for a summer. And then I relearn it for a bit, and then I get back into it, and then I completely forget again, and I have to start from scratch. Like, learning Japanese is really, really fun if you're into that sort of thing, if you're into languages. And forgetting the Japanese you've learnt is the easiest thing in the world. It's terrifying how, like, you can just completely recess into a reading standard about 2 years below where you were, like, the year before, if you don't keep it up. But do like the languages. And as ever, a great big welcome to all of you people from any other country, like Indonesia and stuff like that. Like, English isn't your first language, then I do apologise, because I do not speak particularly clearly. I like mumble my way through life. So if you're managing to keep up with what I'm saying, then you know what, you're doing okay with English. Well done there. Keep it up. Okay, so probably gonna have to stop it around here, everybody. I'm going to drop into some time lapse. Just add black to all of this, add some tone and depth, and have a little play around with it whilst I listen to some music. I'm going to put a random mix on YouTube. Hope you guys come up with something similar. And in the comment side of things, a few of you just sort of mention about how you love Berserk and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, if you've got stuff to say, get in the comments, talk to me, guys. Let's hear what's going on in your lives. and I'll see you guys right after the time-lapsey bit. And there we are. Welcome back, everybody. Right, so as you can see, just really blacks out all the areas of hair, kind of scraping out the last of the life from this particular Sharpie marker. I've not used it in a very smooth action. I've really, scratched the pen into the paper. Celebi. But yeah, just an opportunity for me to draw up some girls, but really more to talk about what the hell is going on with the internet. Like, what's going on with these fake prank websites, and now, even after the back of the Fine Bros, it's almost like people's public YouTube reaction to stuff, has real weight now. Like, Sam Pepper's cancelled all his channels and privated all his videos, and people basically stopped the Fine Bros from copywriting their own React things. It's really weird. I've never seen a precedent for these sorts of situations where the public viewers just really kind of dictating what's going on at the moment. Crazy YouTube times, everybody. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episodes. Hope you guys managed to get your own artwork or stuff done in the background. And I'll see you in another week's time for another Draw with Mikey, because that's what we do. Alright, everybody, peace and love. Goodbye.